We are continuing now with our Meet the Candidate series for the 1st District congressional race. That primary is this Tuesday, September 5th, and our guest today is State Senator Anna Quezada. She represents District 2 in Providence. She's been doing that since 2017. She also works as a code enforcement inspector for the city of Providence. She moved to the U.S. from the Dominican Republic in 1982, making a stop in New York before making her way to Providence in 1990. The mother of 3 is one of the many Democrats in that crowded CD1 primary. Senator Quezada, thank you so much for joining us as a part of our Meet the Candidate series. And you are the final candidate we've had in. We've been doing this for 3 weeks, and we're pleased to say that you're here to wrap up our series.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, and just for everybody at home, in terms of journalistic fairness, Channel 6 did invite all 14 candidates. We had everyone in except for 2 people, Aaron Regenberg and Mr. Leonard. Aaron Regenberg did schedule with us, but he canceled twice. Mr. Leonard we never heard from, and Don Carlson did schedule, but of course he dropped out of the race. So I just want to let you know about that in terms of journalistic fairness. Now, Senator Quezada, I wanted to ask you about a phone conversation or a conversation that you had with Mr. Regenberg regarding his interest in what you were doing as it relates to this race. Were you running? Were you not running? He might run, he might not run. What exactly did he say to you?
Well, that happened at the beginning when I was thinking about running for the seat. And I got that phone call from him saying, oh, I heard that you are running. I'm very happy to hear your name. If you run, I would not run.
Did he say why?
He didn't say. He said he didn't say right. I think he said, he always said he wanted to support our women of color, and he said he knows the great work I've been doing in the state since I've been a senator, and he think I would be an excellent choice for people of Rhode Island to elect me as a Congress.
And Senator, what did you think, or your reaction when you found out he was actually going to run for the race?
Well, I was surprised. I was surprised because when I got that phone call from him, he really motivated me to run, because I was thinking not to do it because I didn't have the resources that I need to do this job. But getting a phone call from him, it was very important for me and really gave me that encourage to run.
And what was your relationship with him before that phone call? I'd imagine it must have been pretty good if he bothered to call you and want to find out what you were doing.
Oh, no, we had a great relationship. We worked in many campaigns in the past, like Major Tavares and many other events in the community, like the Community Angel. It's an event that we do every year for the last almost 10 years, and he always help us, support us, getting resources in the community. Then we had a very good relationship.
And what is that relationship now? And have you spoken with him about this since then? Like, hey, well, I thought you said you weren't going to run, now you're running. What happened?
Yeah, we had that conversation. He wasn't too happy that I said that I made that public, but I don't lie. I'm somebody that you will like me one way or another, but I always will tell you the truth.
But did he say why he changed his mind?
Well, he said to me, if I always pick up not to run because somebody of color is running, then I'm never going to do it. That's what his response was.
Interesting. Okay. Speaking of people of color, there are 4 women of color running in this primary, and 3 Latinas, something I think is certainly something to recognize and celebrate.
I do think, and I'm glad that you see it that way, because unfortunately many people see it like it's not a good idea that should be just one person of color running. But many years ago, we would not have that opportunity to have 4 women of color, 4 great women of color, smart, intelligent, with experience running for this position.
Senator, I was going to ask you, would we have seen something like this maybe even 10 years ago?
No, I don't think so. I would not think so. But the community is growing, especially the Latino community in Rhode Island. Mm-hmm. We had a very diversity community, and I think that's why you see 4 women of color running for the same position.
Senator, as you know, the Latino vote in this race is going to be incredibly important. What does your political sense tell you as to how that Latino vote is going to spread out among the 3 candidates?
It would be hard to say, because...
what is your gut telling you? I'm sure you feel like you have a strong representation with folks.
Do.
Yep.
I do, because most of my district is part of CD1. And thank God I had a good relationship with my community. I always been there. I always respond to their need. And I'm sure that I'm going to get a good amount of the Latino. But how it's going to split, I don't have no idea. I just hope all the Latino come out, support me. I had experience. I've been in the Senate now for almost 8 years, and they know my work, and I will be doing the best in fighting for Rhode Island
as you know,
Congress.
September 5th is quickly approaching. What are you going to do politically in terms of your campaign between now and Election Day?
Well, we're making phone calls. We are going to be visiting some community until Tuesday. I had a lot of volunteers helping us and bringing people early voters, emergency ballot, and that's what we've been doing for the last 2 weeks, and we will continue that work until the end, until Tuesday.
Senator, that is so crucial. I'm glad you brought that up. So much of running an election is actually understanding how the campaign works in the sense of getting people to the polls. A lot of people think, oh, I'll send out mailers or I'll just meet people, but the idea of actually getting people on the phone and saying, hey, did you vote today, and getting people out, you have a ground game in place, it sounds like.
Oh, no, we do. We do. We're very fortunate to have a great team working. We have many people making phone calls at this time, making sure that people remember it's in a special election. Not everybody know. Then we calling everybody, and I'm sure the other campaign doing the same, but we are calling everybody to make sure they come out to vote on September 5th.
All right, we'll end it there. Thank you so much, Senator Quezada. It was a pleasure talking with you.
The pleasure is mine, and please come out to vote September 5th and vote for Ana Quezada. I'm the last one on the ballot.
All right, we'll end it there. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. Good luck with the campaign.
Thank you.